The Thriving in Manufacturing project is about identifying the risks to employees' mental health and wellbeing. That then enables the organisation to design or redesign work to enable their employees to thrive. We wanted to go deeper into that space to really understand what was happening in the work that was impacting our people, both from the perspective of elements that could harm our people and the elements that were protecting our people's mental health and wellbeing as well.
As part of the project, we set up a couple of workshops with two of our teams. An external provider facilitated those sessions to identify psychosocial risks within those two groups. Some of the information that came out, they'd never really raised that as an issue until we had these sessions.
I guess I was surprised that maybe elements came up in the PPE space. Some of our hearing protection didn't fit properly. The face shields didn't fit properly. Some people didn't know EAP was available, didn't fully understand their sick leave entitlements. This piece of work surprised me at the level of engagement that occurred. Everyone spoke. It was engagement at a level I hadn't seen before.
Ya, temia na mai tatu po kalame o ofisa ya sa fa so ma kidiva tu isi so mesi o sifia ya uri masifo ina yana yusona ya manat foida yo no ato to umaya o iro umala sifia turanga ya sisi rongo yo sisi o to le si la fia ya me uma wa la uma na pero na mai tono tatu company mama mo foi la tanga te turanga lo ye ya ronga to sisi to
From there, we've had maybe a 2-week gap, and then we were action planning. And the team are coming up with solutions and ideas, and they're also prioritising.
We changed some gloves, some hearing protection. Dust came up, so we do more deep cleans now.
We did the Samoan translation of their sick leave entitlements. Then I just ran through it with them. The things that came through were actually quite small. They were things that we could change, and we have changed.
People spoke about the protective factors, things like job security, good bosses, and one of the learnings for us is how do we keep those protective factors going? How do we sustain those protective factors?
The workshop was actually in English, but I was there to translate if anything that needs to be translated. About 95% of the workforce for Wiri is Samoans, and it was very, very critical for them to be able to speak in their own language because they won't be able to share if they're going to be asked to speak in English.
As a leader, I think this process is really important to make sure that the work that is being done is how we thought it was being done. The program is different to what we do in other parts of the world. Some of the other regions we have, it's very generic. We get a questionnaire filled out. We then find the gaps and then try and undertake a program of work around that. What I see that this program has done is we can localise it for each site. We are then focusing on the issues that matter to the people at that location to make their work environment better. I really think this program has been worth the effort. What we've uncovered and understood has really changed our thinking around this process and that we need to do something different.
Ya se me otro fale tua yo sa. Wa nga fut pokala mele sa fa tatu. La to mo yo ya pe wa. Na ne na mata mai na ya swing of fold o ye to no. Tele mele fa company temine.